Hi, let's look at this question together. The figure below is made up of quadrants into a 2 centimeter grid. Find the area of the shaded figure. So this is the figure that the question refers to. When it says 2 centimeter grid means that every square is a 2 centimeter by 2 centimeter. So this is 2, this is 2, this is 2. So total 6 and total 6 here as well. Okay, and this is the area of the shaded figure that you are supposed to look for. Okay, in this question I'm going to show you 3 different solutions on how to solve this problem. Reason is that I understand for some parents they are worried that the kids cannot see some of the solution that was given. So let me show you 3 different way of solving the same problem, so that at least if your kids is able to see any one of them, they still can get the problem done. Okay, so this is the figure. Okay, so by the first method is, I would say, like by observation. Okay, if you are do such question long enough, you should be able to observe it quite fast. Okay, so if you look at this figure itself, you realize that this is a 4 centimeter by 4 centimeter square, and there is a quarter circle here. Okay, and this shaded part is just a square minus away the quarter circle. Okay, and you also realize that this is a quarter circle with this white color part missing. So if I, through some magic, I cut this part out, I take out this part, I move it out, and I rotate it. Okay, and I move it back into the figure. You will realize that this part actually fits here exactly. Because why? Both of them are quarter circle. So it fits exactly. So once it fits exactly, you look at this figure, what you have here, it becomes 4 square with a quarter circle. But this quarter circle is a small quarter circle of radius 2 by 2. Okay. So this is a bit like observation. So if you are able to see this, because this is a quarter circle and this is a quarter circle, so 1 quarter circle and 1 quarter circle here, and you can take it out and you rotate, you move it in, you get this figure. So now your problem becomes very straight away. The area of the figure is 4 square plus a small quarter circle. So let's compute. So the area of a quarter circle is 1 quarter pi r square. So pi, I take 3.14. The radius of this circle is 2 centimeter. So 2 centimeter times 2 centimeter. So you get 3.14 centimeter square. So this green little quarter circle here is 3.14 centimeter square. The area of these 4 yellow color square, so it's 4 of them times, so square of area of a square is based on height, so it's 2 times 2, so it's 16. So 4 times 2 times 2 is 16. Okay, so the area of the figure is, you sum up these two area, which is 3.14 plus 16 is 19.14 centimeter square. Okay, now I'm going to show you the second method of doing it. Okay, so this is the second solution that I'm going to share with you. Okay, assuming you are not able to visualize just now what we saw, where you can move this thing up. Okay, but you will notice that you can actually cut. Okay, so if you cut a line here, okay, this red line, I draw it here. Because it is a square, so it's diagonal. Okay, I can now straight away break it into several different shapes. So I have a leaf here, which I call a leaf. I have a triangle. I have 2 yellow color square here, and I have this part here. So total 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have 5 different parts. And each parts, all I need is to find the area, respective area. Okay, so I have shown you how I compute it. So for the 2 square, of course, is length times breadth, the length times breadth, okay, times 2. So it's 2 times 2 is 8. So this 2 area is 8. This is a triangle, a small triangle, so it's half base times height. So it's half times 2 times 2. Okay, so it's 2 centimeters square. This is a leaf. A leaf simply means that you take the quarter circle, subtract away the triangle. Okay, I have a video, it's about the leaf. If you want, you can go and look for it. Okay, it's under geometry, the playlist of geometry. There is a video about how to solve problem that's related to the leaf. Okay, I call this a leaf. Okay, so it's a quarter circle minus away the triangle. So the area of the quarter circle is 1/4 times pi r square. So r times r, so it's 2 times 2 is 3.14. Area of the small little white triangle here is half times base times height, so it's 2 centimeters square. So this shaded area here is 3.14 minus 2 is 1.14. Similarly, for this green color portion, it's the same way as this. I take the area of the quarter circle, but in this case now is the radius is actually 4 centimeter minus away this small white triangle. So it's quarter times pi times 4 times 4 is 12.56. Okay, then the area of the triangle is half times 4 times 4 is 8. So the area of this figure is 4.56 centimeters square. Okay, now the last part is this one. So for this shape, it's quite clear. It's actually a square of 4 by 4 minus away a quarter circle. So I take 4 by 4 minus away a quarter circle with this white part. So this area of the square is 16. The quarter circle is 12.56. The difference is 3.44. Okay, so now what is the area of this shape? Is simply take all this area and sum it up. Okay, so it's 8 plus 2 plus 1.14 plus 4.56 plus 3.44. Total is 19.14 centimeters square. Okay, we realize that this method is, you may be easier for the kids to see, but of course the way it compute is a bit more lengthy. Okay, but if you're still using this method, there is another third solution which helps you to simplify some of the steps. So this is solution number 3. It's exactly the same way of doing it. I cut it. I got 5 shapes. Okay. The only difference now is that although I got these 5 shapes, I realize that this is 2 square here is quite easy to compute. I realize that I have a triangle here which is 2 by 2. I have this leaf here is 2 by 2. If I combine these two together, it forms exactly a quarter circle, which means I don't have to do any computation. Okay, so this at least save you a few minutes of calculating the two different areas. Okay, next, for these two shapes, the same thing, because they are 4 cm by 4 cm. If I combine them together, it is a big triangle of 4 cm by 4 cm. Okay, so as compared to on top, where you need to do find the quarter circle minus away the triangle, or find the square minus away the quarter circle, these steps actually reduces the amount of computation required. So now all I have is 3 shapes. The square, which is quite easy, 2 square, so it's 2 times 2 times 2 is 8. This is a quarter circle, so it's 1/4 pi r square, so it's 3.14. And this become now a triangle of half times base times height, so it's half times 4 times 4 is 8. And the area of the figure is 8 plus 3.14 plus 8. 8 plus 3.14 plus 8 is 19.14. Okay, so this is the 3 solution for the same question. So depending on your kid, they can choose anything that they want. There's no stress when looking at such question. I hope this video helps. If you find it useful, appreciate you can subscribe to my channel so at least I know that it is useful to you. Thank you very much.